Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Fallout 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we finally get out of Vault 13 up here, or down here rather. But first, I'm gonna try and mess a little bit with the voice interface terminal, because there's still this thing. So everything is running fine. Please wait, after all, you're using Vault-Tec. Okay, so, for your convenience, so, what? Oh yeah, everything, all systems are working properly. Yeah, that's what I wanted. But let's switch to keyboard input mode and see if we can do something with our science skill. Let's see. Switching to manual interface mode. Manual interface mode initiated. For the convenience of others, this terminal will automatically revert to the vocal interface mode once you have logged off. Please input command. So that's good, because this way the Deathclaws are going to be able to do stuff with this computer. That's very good. Anyway, let's search the database for anything of interest. So after a bit of searching, we discovered 3 files that might be worth a look. Vault Dweller Survival Guide, abridged version. Vault 13 timeline and Overseer logs. Okay, let's see the Vault Dweller Survival Guide, see what that does. Welcome to Vault 13, the latest in the series of public defense works from Vault-Tec, your contractor of choice when it comes to the Bastion nuclear shelters. Vault-Tec, America's final word in homes. The Vault series of survival shelters are designed from the ground up to provide the best chance for a good life following nuclear Armageddon. It is the duty of every American citizen to learn and use the skills necessary for a comfortable Vault life. The best place to start is with a description of your new home. Important Vault 13 statistics. Starting construction August 2063, ending construction March 2069. Ooh, quite a bit before the war. Starting budget 400 billion pounds, or dollars actually. Final budget with interest, a little, well, quite a bit over that, 645 billion pounds. Ooh, man. So that's 1,000, that's a million, that's a billion, and that is, yeah. Okay. Total number of occupants, 1,000 at capacity. Total duration, 10 years. Or is that the, oh, yeah, it's the, no, what? Number of living quarters, 100. Hot bunking required if at maximum capacity. Door thickness, 4 yards still. Earth coverage, a bunch. And this machine, what's that? Think machine. Primary power supply, geothermal. Secondary, general atomic nuclear power backup systems. It requires almost 4 mega kilowatts per is that mega or milli? Anyway, per day. Stores construction equipment, hydro agricultural farms, water purification system from the underground river, defensive weaponry to equip 10-man communication, social and entertainment files for total duration. Help Vault Dwellers record information, and information is extremely valuable. In fact, it might be the most valuable weapon we have against the end of civilization, so pay attention! Vault-Tec has selected the Robco Industries Robco Pip-Boy 2000 as the personal information processor of choice for its Vault Dweller. So every Vault Dweller is supplied with a Pip-Boy 2000, not a 3000, no, only a 2000! You hear that, Bethesda? Yeah, I kid. Anyway, the Robco Pip-Boy 2000 is a handy device that you wear on your wrist. It's small, especially by today's standards, and it will store a goodly amount of information for you. And using modern super deluxe graphics to boot. Please refer to your Pip-Boy manual for more information. The key to a successful reintroduction of civilization following a massive-scale nuclear war is people. Here at Vault-Tec, we are working to ensure that your fellow men and women is up to the task of bringing America back from the dead. We believe that a positive attitude is one of the best tools at our disposal. Should you encounter any fellow Vault Dwellers displaying a less than positive attitude, smack him in the head! No. You are encouraged to report them to your Vault's Overseer. Remember, once the doors are sealed, the Overseer's word is law. Vault 13 comes prepared with the latest in survival equipment. The items in your storage containers will last 1,000 people over 10 years in comfortable and modern surroundings. But it is time to leave the vault and return to the rebuilt America. Your friends at Vault-Tec have provided you with everything that you will need. Thank you for taking the time to read the Vault Dweller's Survival Guide abridged version. We at Vault-Tec feel confident that you'll love your new underground dwelling. Access the timeline. You read over the beginning of the timeline, you find it interesting that no reason is given for the why the vault didn't open 10 years after the Great War, as it was originally designed to. Browsing ahead, you don't find much of interest until the year 2161, so that's all 80 years after the war. Oh, that's the start, yeah. That's the start of Fallout 1, when the Vault's only working mothership breaks down. You feel a surge of pride as you read about your grandfather being selected for the important task of leaving the Vault and scouring the wasteland for a replacement watership. Of course, we just killed the watership ourselves a couple of episodes ago, but never mind that. That was just a Easter egg, nothing more. Anyway, however, it feels a little odd seeing your tribe's most reverend legend told in a simple bullet point format. Yeah. Continuing down the timeline, you read of your grandfather's success and subsequent exile and how several other Vault dwellers chose to join him rather than remain in the relative safety of the Vault. You also discover that the Overseer was eventually tried and executed by the remaining Vault dwellers. Ooh, that's brutal. The final entry in the timeline is dated May of 2242, so that is about 20 years ago, right? It seems that for the first time, Vault 13 was sent an all-clear signal from an unknown source. After some debate, Vault dwellers decided to open the Vault doors and see what awaited them on the surface world. There is no record of what happened to them after that. So let's remember that, and I'll check how many years ago it was. 2242. Let's see the Overseer log, see what he has. Oh, you need a password. Well, let's attempt to hack it. It shouldn't be too hard. After several long minutes of working your technical magic, you manage to hack your way into the Overseer's log. However, it seems that every entry except the final one has been deleted. Alright, let's see what this Overseer had to say. This is it. Consider these my final words. Final words. As I doubt I'll leave to write another entry. Oh no, the people of the Vault have spoken, and they've made it quite clear that they want my head. I knew this day would come, ever since he managed to rile them up by doing the impossible. Sure, he saved all our lives, but he also ruined everything. He's talking about the Vault Dweller. Let it be known that I took little joy in exiling our great hero, but I had no choice in the matter. His adventures in the outside world had changed him too much. It was too great a threat to the project. Had I let him remain among us, he might have uncovered the true nature of the vaults and jeopardized the experiment. Even if he didn't, it at least inspire others to venture outside, which would be just as bad. So this is our first real hint as to why the vaults were constructed in the first place. What experiment is he talking about? And seriously, uncover the true nature of the vaults and jeopardize. Yeah, what is that all about? Yeah, well, I really don't know, cause never played this game before. Anyway, he simply had to go. There was no other option, but even that wasn't enough. No, I'm afraid the damage had already been done. I allowed his most stubborn supporters to follow him into exile and then tried to reassert my control over those who remained. But it was of no use. I had already been vilified. So be it. The only thing I'm guilty of is an entire lifetime of carrying out the demands of our great nation. That's such BS. That's a corporation. That's Vault-Tec. That's not the nation. But whatever. Yeah, he can justify his choices, but whatever. Anyway, I'm spoiling it for you guys. No, you didn't hear anything. Yeah, I didn't tell you anything. You don't know what the vaults are for. My only regret is that Vault 13 is not likely to complete the social experiment. Once I've been disposed of, I feel certain the others will leave the vault. Not right away, of course. I've instilled too much fear in them of the outside world, but eventually they're bound to overcome that fear. I have very little faith that Vault 13 will remain closed until 2277. 200 years after the war, as the experiment dictates. I'm afraid I have failed my duty as Overseer. I can only hope that the rest of the public vaults involved in the societal preservation program have been more successful. To my superiors, who I'm certain will one day read this, forgive me, and may God bless America. Let's search for any other files that contain information on the societal preservation program.
Chosen.
What?
Do you hear me?
More or less. Speak up.
The village died.
No.
All of our futures die.
Why? No.
We have little left in both time and essence.
Why do you have a robot with you? Hurry. Yeah. This is the last communication, shall we say, with the acronym now that we have the GAC. After we spend hours of scouring through the computer's archives, you're able to locate a few hidden documents concerning the Societal Preservation Program. As you read over them, you uncover a rather disturbing truth about the vaults. They were never intended to save the population of the United States. What? How can that be? Incredibly, all 122 of Vault-Tec's public vaults were part of a grand social experiment orchestrated by the US government. So it wasn't a corporation like I said before, it was the government. I was mistaken there. I thought it was Vault-Tec. No, it was the government. Only 17 of those vaults, dubbed control vaults, were designed to function correctly. It seems Vault 8 was one of the lucky few. The rest were meant to have various critical flaws, so that the government could study the pre-selected occupants and see how they react to the stresses of their situations and how well they're able to recolonize once their vaults open. It seems Vault 13's role in the experiment, and we're reaching the interesting part, ladies and gentlemen, was to remain closed for 200 years to test the effects of prolonged isolation. Yeah, apparently the breaking down of the watership was unintended and forced the overseer to improvise by selecting your grandfather to go out and fetch a new ship. After some more digging around, he managed to find descriptions of some of the vault's experiments. Vault 12's door was designed never to close, and if you don't know where Vault 12 is, well, might as well go and play or watch me play Fallout 1, because Vault 12 was necropolis, as it reads right here, so that the assholes behind the experiment could study the effects of radiation on the selected population. If you recall the legend correctly, Vault 12 was located under the ghoul-filled city of Necropolis, formerly called Bakersfield, I think, where the Vault Dweller finally found the watership. It seems quite likely that the ghouls were the result of this experiment. Vault 15, another key location in the Vault Dweller's quest, excuse me, another key location in the Vault Dweller's quest was to be populated by people with radically diverse ideologies that would be sealed in the vault together for 50 years. Vault 27, which we haven't seen because it's further to the east as far as I know, was to be purposely overcrowded with 2,000 people, double the maximum capacity. That couldn't have been pretty, no. Vault 29 was to be populated only by those under the age of 16, with their parents purposely redirected to other vaults. Let's read about more vaults. Vault 34's experiment involved an armory overstocked with weapons and ammo, and of course, not provided with a lock. How pleasant. Vault 36 suffered from food extruders that were designed to produce only a thin, watery gruel. Ugh, no. Extruders. Food extruders. I mean, just the name. You don't need to... Bleh. While Vault 42 was outfitted only with dim lighting, no light bulbs of over 40 watts were provided. Of course, those were the days when light bulbs were only the incandescent ones, like the old style, light bulb style. Right now, 40 watts is pretty easy. Right now, in front of me, I have two LED lamps with 2 watts each one, and I am blinded if I look at them. But anyway, Vault 53's equipment was designed to break down every few months. While repairable, the constant breakdowns were meant to test the stress of the inhabitants. You wonder how many expert mechanics and technicians that Vault produced. Yeah, Vault 55 would have all its entertainment tapes removed, while Vault 56 would have all its entertainment tapes removed. What? With the exception of one featuring a particularly bad comic actor. I wonder who it was. Vault 68, oh man, we're getting experience left and right. Vault 68 was, this one is famous. This was meant to appear in the original Vault 3, the one being developed by Interplay itself, with the lead being Josh Sawyer, yeah, Josh Sawyer, not Joshua, Josh Sawyer. But unfortunately, Fallout 3 was cancelled as Interplay went bust, and the rights to the game, not the game itself, the rights to the game were bought by Bethesda, as we all know. But anyway, Vault 68 was to be occupied by 999 males and only 1 female. Oh, poor girl. You can only imagine the horrors that took place there. Yeah, for the girl and also the other. I mean, I'm not gonna comment on that one. But Vault 69, on the other hand, was to be occupied by 999 females and only one male. Interesting. Apparently, that's interesting. Faye finds that interesting. Why? Why? Yeah, okay. I don't know. Well, whatever. Fallout 70's jumpsuits extruders were designed to fail after 6 months. Ooh. And finally, Vault 106 was designed to so that 10 days after being sealed, it would begin releasing psychoactive drugs into the air filtration system. So we learned about the Vault's experiments and the roles of the various vaults. Yeah, not all the vaults though. There was just a few examples, and if you check the Fallout Bible, you're gonna see a few more. Because Chris Taylor? Was it Chris Taylor? And Jason Anderson? Both of them? I don't really remember off the top of my head, but a couple of developers from Fallout 1 and 2 kind of provided a lot of content to the Fallout Bible. I have already had the pleasure of pointing it out to you, fine watcher and listener and viewer. Viewer is the correct word, not watcher. But anyway, oh, can I take whatever is in here? Will it let me? Can I? Nope, because there's nothing in there. But anyway, what, Gunther? Gruther, yeah, Gruther. Hello, my friend. You have saved the pack, and we thank you. Well, I'm now gonna save my tribe, if you will let me. And since you are a nice guy, I am gonna now go back to Arroyo. Oh, it's been a long while since last I heard that soundtrack. I like the soundtrack, but I can't remember it off the top of my head, if I'm honest. I was going for a little bit of a tribal but okay, let me save. Now let's go. Is the car gonna have enough battery on it to go there? Well, are we gonna find any new safe house? Oh, these are. Oh, I remember this one. We found these ones. Yeah, we got a few safe houses. Oh, I do think it is because of the restoration project, but I can't be certain. Anyway, we found it. We found them, the safe house locations. We found them back in NCR, or was it in New Reno? No, it was NCR. Yeah. A few episodes ago. We got military base over here. We got San Francisco right there. The wildly despised San Francisco. Fallout fans usually don't enjoy that location, from my experience anyway. I don't particularly hate it, but still. Anyway, let's go north. We got a remnants of the Master's army. No, those are mutants. Let them go, wherever they go. I don't want to deal with them. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, let's see what this safe house is all about. We got a well, we got a generator, we got a computer in there, so we can check our emails. You guys are all going in there. They heard a computer in there. I'm gonna check my email, not my emails, but you know, I'm gonna tell it's my email. So you, oh, hi. Oh, it's the NCR. Oh, hi. How are you doing? I'm a ranger. Good to have you aboard. Stay as long as you wish. Well, that's good of you. Let me save though, because I'm about to rob you. Well, let's see. Oh, we got a nuclear. I'm gonna take those because. No, also the fruit, because I think, let me see. So, if Iron.
So, you finally wise up, beautiful? Finally realize that I'm the only one for you?
Yeah, I had some questions. I think it's...
Yeah, what's on your mind?
Can you make any drugs?
Hey, you can't get enough, huh? What do you need?
I would like stim packs.
Sorry, we just ain't got what I need to whip up a stim. Let's see. Yeah, you'll need some xander root, some rock flour, and an empty hypo.
I know that. But can you make a super stim pack?
Repeat after me. Myron's a genius. How many packs you want?
Lots. Give me many. Why the... okay, so yeah, give me 2. It's gonna make...
Done. Here you go, beautiful.
Thank you, Marin, and I'll see you later. Yeah, what he did is use Nuka-Cola and fruit to create a couple of stim packs, and I'm gonna take... Oh, okay, I don't have much room in my inventory, so I'm gonna drop these because these are totally worthless. I'm also gonna drop... Actually, I could put this in my car, which is probably the best solution. Let's go back to the car before I loot that place. But yeah, we got our first... what's it called? A safe house? I think it is, but whatever it's called. whatever it is. We got a couple, or actually a 3. Oh, there's this girl outside. I didn't see her. Yeah, we have 4 rangers in here. Hi. I heard that what happened to Metzger. Great job. Ooh, it's been a while since I dealt with Metzger. It's been a long while. A very long while. But there's nothing for me in here. Not that I can see. So let's go back outside and let's go away. Because that is all. I could kill them if I wanted to, but I don't. I'm not that kind of girl. No. Faye is not that kind of girl. I am a man. No girl. Yep. Sometimes I get my character and me confused a little bit. It's because of the mustache, you know. You can see it from the pixel, but Faye has got a big, serious mustache. Actually, I don't. I have a goatee. So Faye's got a goatee, which is kind of should look a little bit better in a lady. Wouldn't you think? Oh boy, talking about facial hair of women, man. Actually, I had an old auntie. Not really. She was the sister of my grandfather, and she had quite a bit of a mustache herself. It was a bit weird. I mean, you know, people respected her, so they didn't point it out, and she didn't give a damn. She was just that kind of girl. Kind of old lady, I guess. Okay, so we got more fruit, we got more Nuka-Cola. I'm gonna take those because Cassidy is not here to die. We freed a dozen slaves today. Well, that's good. You keep fighting the good fight, and I'll keep taking your stuff with me. Apparently, there's nothing else in here. So let's keep going. Actually, let me save. Now let's keep going to Arroyo, because we got another safe house right next to Arroyo, over somewhere in here. There it is. Actually, right next to Klamath. Carrot of Power. Okay. So you haven't seen this before, but now you will. So what I'm gonna do is get all my microfusion cells somewhere in here. A small battery power. How's it called? Small energy cell. That's the name of it. I'm gonna take 4, I think. I think that's enough. So let's use them on the car, and it's gonna tell right here. You charge the car with more power. Actually, I need to. Yeah, 1% power. What? Oh, it's because I only used 3. Okay, so how much now? 21. That's good. So yeah, that was a bit of a bad move on my part, because I could have gone for 100%, but well, yeah, I kind of screwed up a little bit right there. You saw, actually, I will go for 100%. I'm gonna waste 1% of battery, but actually, I can't. What the hell? Yeah, I can't. I did the maths correctly, but unfortunately, it didn't go according to plan. So let's go. Let's be on our way back to Arroyo and finish this damn quest, shall we? And please give me a special encounter. Actually, let's go first to the special encounter, another random one. What the hell? What? Claim jumper? What the hell is that? What kind of name is that? So it was you, right? Well, I'm gonna shoot your friends. So, are you blind? It causes serious pain, not blindness. Sorry! Didn't mean shoot you. Okay, let's get the hell out of here before our companions kill me. So, is that work? Yep. Is that work? Oh man, my English today, I just don't know what's wrong with me. So, Lenny is shooting. That guy is coming this way. Myron is shooting. Oh. Yep. That worked. Wasn't perfect, but it worked. Brainbot took only only 11 damage. Man, you're doing a good job, Marcus. Keep at it. Man, seriously. And I finished the job by killing... Actually, I think that was the girl that I tried to kill the first time around. We got some money. We got... What else we got? We got a couple of guys down here. Dead and destroyed. Yeah, that's a needle pistol right there. I think I have one of those, but I'm gonna take the ammo because, you know, I never use that stuff, but whatever. Might as well take it because, you know, I like collecting stuff. Ooh, there it is. We got an M60, and this one is a big gun. This one is a big gun. Actually, it's a big gun, so it makes actual sense that I say it like that. But I have too much on my person right now. That's not good. That's not good. So what I'm gonna do instead is go over here to the car and leave a 10 super stim packs. Actually, I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave this because there's no need, and I'm gonna leave a bunch of this stuff. It's totally worthless, but whatever. I'm gonna leave it all in there because actually, wait. I had another pistol of that one. Ah, bollocks. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just leave 10 of this. Use my numpad for that. Let's go back and get that special weapon. Because I don't know exactly what kind of ammo it uses. Don't really remember, but if he uses the same as the minigun, well, I think it's better than the minigun. Not really sure, though. Not really sure. So they killed a Brahmin over here. Let's see what they had in here. Sometimes these random encounters, they have interesting stuff.
What do you want?
I want to give you this thing. This little nice thing. So what kind? Ooh. Well, you're gonna have that, but I'm not gonna give you any ammo for it because, Jesus Christ, that ammo is expensive. Yeah, that weapon has to be much better than the minigun. That's for sure. That's for sure. But I could use it myself if I were any good with big guns. I was just looking for anything else that I lost, but that I missed. But nope, I didn't miss anything. So let's go to the safe house. Now that we have dealt with, please give me a special encounter. I like them so much. Give me something special. No, okay, just not lucky. Just not lucky. Some areas of the map I think are a bit better for special encounters. I'm not really sure about that one. Oh, this safe house is a little bit bigger than the other ones. Doesn't really have anything else that I can see. I mean, anything more. But okay, that's actually, it's kind of a good stuff. Being a ranger is badass. I'm gonna take all of this. Thank you. I'm gonna use that because you can never have too much outdoorsman skill. Lenny, let's get something to drink. Was that Marcus that said that? It was, wasn't it? I think it was. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, we gotta... these guys are all... Yeah, they don't say anything. So, open that door, please. Let's be on our way, because out here, there's nothing for us. Press shift just to make sure. But yeah, there's nothing for us. So let's go back in and back out, please. Nope, we're going all the way around. Oh, let's go to Arroyo. Finally! Finally, like 10 minutes after I said we would do that. But okay, let's go back. Let's... Oh. Some homeless people butchering some farmers. Why would you do that? Okay, I'll leave it to your business. That's so weird. Okay.
Chosen. The shadow of darkness arrived before you.
Yeah. Oh, what happened?
Dark souls came. They took everyone.
Yeah, Dark Souls 3 is about to come out too. But, oh, you mean... What do you mean?
A rush of wind came. On it were great dragonflies that spat flame. Evil men crawled from the beasts' bellies and brought death to our warriors.
Oh, you mean the Enclave and their vertibirds. Oh, so our warriors couldn't stop them, you say? Oh.
The spirit was willing, but the spearheads were weak. The evil ones burned our warriors with the lights of hell.
They killed everyone?
All were dead or taken. My spirit returned to flesh only to reveal the truth to the chosen.
So you've been dead all this time and now you... What? What happened to the ones taken?
A strange mist stole their minds and sent them to the land of sleep. The evil ones walked among the dreamers, yet did not dream.
Wait, what the hell? What? I don't... A strange mist stole their minds and sent them to the land of the sleep. So they were brainwashed or something? The evil ones walked among the dreamers, yet they did not dream. Oh, so yeah, okay, so I understand that. And then what?
The beasts swallowed all, then took to the winds.
The vertibirds. Okay, so which way were the winds that they followed going?
Did you never listen when I taught you the yearly dance of the wind spirits? South, of course.
Your descriptions were so vivid and powerful, great Hakunin, that I was often stricken senseless for the duration of your lesson. That is to say, I fell asleep a lot, but sure.
Yes, they traveled the wind south. I overheard the Dark Soul speaking. They plan to rest their beasts at a place named Navarro before crossing the great basin of our Earth Mother's tears.
Navarro? Basin of tears, you mean the sea?
An ocean of tears cried by a mother for her children.
You're so trippy, man. The ocean. So what shall I do now?
For me, nothing. Chosen, you must seek the fold of the Dark Ones and rescue our people.
I will try.
You are the chosen. You must do.
I must do. And so he dies, the great Hakunin. And I, for some reason, gain a meager 28 experience points. Actually, okay, so that was for the outdoorsman skill, but... That's a villager dead. It's another villager dead. And the way is shut. And the dead guard it. Oh boy. Hakunin? Hakunin. You have anything on you? You don't. Okay. Well, and with that, I am Colonel RPG. And this has been Fallout 2. Not the end, though. Not the end. Just another one episode. Yeah. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much, as always, for watching. And I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye!